Okay, so like we were talking a bit earlier about the media industry and what the stereotypes and what's portrayed, especially with young black culture. I think we've had Top Boy released.
Yeah, season 3
on the 13th, and everyone was waiting for it. I was waiting for it, and I watched the first few episodes. In fact, I had to stop myself. I was like, I need to go to bed, and it's really, really good. But like, what do you think about like the portrayal of the characters? Obviously, it's a massive hit. It's in the media. Drake's bought into it. It's a big budget now. But I mean, is that all we have to offer? What do you think about the portrayal of our culture?
I think there's because if it's in context with other things, like if I can mention, Idris Elba did his thing.
Yardy.
No, not Yardies. The TV series he did as well. Not even.
The police.
No, not Luther. He did another one where he's about his younger age coming up for whatever else is. Don't forget that in context.
Is this the thing up in the sky? It's about him growing up?
Yeah,
or do you mean the DJing thing on Netflix?
No, not the DJing one for now.
Look at these names. I need to watch this stuff.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying in context with Top Boy can go in context with all these other things, but it's where we haven't got so much that is coming out to the surface. They're not reaching Channel 4 like as quick as Top Boy, for instance. So I don't mind them because I look at what I'm going to call the bigger picture. A lot of our people are getting paid, getting employed, the sort of thing, whatever else is. Hopefully it inspires them to write something, and hopefully they get tired of writing the same stab, whatever that they want to think actually. I do like roses or flowers, or Jimmy, I do like art and showing that other side, or I do like businesses and so forth. And that's what I'm saying is, where is our business program in that mix?
Yeah.
Where is it, sort of thing? And I haven't seen it on any channel just yet. So that's where I'm gonna that's where I'm not gonna be upset about. Apologise to keep naming Top Boy or whatever. So I'm not going to apologise. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to scrutinise it too much. I'm just going to chase down any other person, really. So I would throw it to you. Have you written something else? Have you produced something? Oh, okay, good. Then I'm saying great. That's what I was going to say. Have you? Oh, sorry.
Yes, I have.
So therefore, that's where I'm not going to be so harsh against it. I'm just going to challenge a load of other individuals.
It's on us. It's on us to tell our stories.
Yes.
And what Gatta just said perfectly, something like Top Boy absolutely creates jobs. Front and behind the camera for people that look like us. And the truth is, what goes on in Top Boy happens in real life.
Yeah, and so it's like
you know what I mean?
Media, like it's reflecting life and what's actually going on. But there's more life. We're not all in the States killing each other. We're doing other stuff.
I'm going to say from right here, I'm just thinking, from something like Top Boy, if somebody gets stabbed, I'm thinking, where's the nurse? That's a nursing program. Do you know what I mean, sort of thing? That family who was harmed. I mean, the offensive family, that's another TV program. Do you know what I mean? How and why, what was their journey of them coming over? And it could be linked to, One Love to the Stephen Lawrence family, it could be linked with something like that, that gets drawn in, and that's bang there again, that's an architecture. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I'm thinking. And I'm thinking abstract.
Write the scripts and create those that imagery.
That spin-off. Look, we've got one program that started as a hospital program, then there's 2 of them now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, casual in the whole.
So I'm saying we've got to do the same thing. We've got to, somebody is out there doing it, I do believe. We've just got to catch up to them and link up together. That's what we do need to do.
And that's what you're doing really with Cards on the Table, showing the other. There's more. There's a bigger picture. That's one side, and we're not going to dismiss that.
That's right.
But there's a lot of roles to be shown. There's a lot of people. There's not just the stereotype. As much as I love it, because it is excellent. It's good viewing.
It's good writing. It makes you, and that's why I'm not going to chastise. It's good writing. It makes you, it makes you feel,
what's actually going on.
Yeah, it's a great story. But where are these stories of the single mothers who are doing great jobs? Where are the stories of the black baby fathers who are actually there? And where are these? I couldn't tell you. You guys remember Goodness Gracious Me, right? And the Real McCoy.
Who can forget the Real McCoy?
I mean, I think Famaland might be on BBC 3, which is maybe a sitcom, but I don't think it was long running. They might have done 6 episodes, which is a very current sort of black written, black cast comedy series. But
But you've got things like the Refix show. Yeah, Desmond, come on. Desmond. Did we have a lot of people like that?
What do we have?
Yeah, we don't. It's all American, really. Like, until our young people don't really know. My daughter, she's a bit older now, but when she was about 13 or 14, they could barely tell the difference between like American culture and ours. They always buy into it, like My Wife and Kids and all of these things. And I had to kind of point out, like, this is American.
It's interesting you say that, because I think in the UK, the music scene, certainly the last 5 years, we've grown and been buying and paying attention to our scene, so there's a big audience for it now. So I feel the future is bright when it comes to films. I think we've seen Top Boy, but there's going to be more. You know, and the audience is going to grow and so on and so forth. We'll create our own stars, there'll be more directors and producers. Yeah, so we have to support each other.
Yeah, we have to support and keep pushing and keep writing, acting and getting out there.
And therefore, I remember
personalities and characters, and for your film as well, for pushing and showing that there's more, changing the narrative. There's more to black community than being trapped in an estate and fighting your way out. And that's a real story and it's a real struggle. But we've got more. So I'm going to take your advice and I'm going to think, because I am a talented writer. I mean, I started writing a novel and I lost it. So I've got so many ideas and I've got a lot of insight, I think. But I am an anomaly, and I think my story would be relevant.
No one else can tell your story.
Yeah.
Remember that.
And I think a lot of the time with my poetry and the work that I do, I get a lot of people coming to me, male and female, saying what you're saying really resonates, and it's like you're reading my mind. So I feel like I'll be able to touch lots of people. So maybe in the future,
which is now,
right here. No, but I mean, it's definitely something I'm considering. I need to spend more time writing. I started writing a novel, but script writing would be good, and I love to be in front of the camera. So it's a no-brainer.
Talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap, yes. Talk is cheap. Little tweets.